Welcome to What's Cool in School. We are here at Riverdale High School visiting with their culinary instructor to learn what students are cooking up in the kitchen. Then we're heading to Art 3 to see how creative their artists are here at Riverdale. And last but certainly not least, we're talking engineering and how engineering here at Riverdale is setting students up for success in college and in their career fields. We have that and more coming up for you today. Welcome back. Take a look at this room. If you're into the culinary arts, this is the class that you want to be in. In fact, culinary is new to Riverdale as of last year. Riverdale High School was offering Culinary 1. This year they're offering Culinary 2 in addition to Culinary 1 and the teacher over that. We have Julie Rutland. First off, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. I'm glad you guys are here.
Do you love this space?
Yes, this space is absolutely wonderful. I never could imagine being in a space like this in high school.
Right. I wish they would have offered something like this. Okay, last year was the first year for a culinary class here at Riverdale High School. What was that interest last year and how much has that grown this year?
Well, to be honest, it was, I couldn't believe the interest that these kids had for culinary. Now we do have, like in Rutherford County, some of the other schools that have culinary. So we have kids that may have went to other schools. But as soon as they said, hey, culinary arts, it was like everybody wanted to take this class. So you had some people even that, you know, wanted to do cosmetology, and they were okay because cosmetology is so full. They were okay that, hey, I can't take cosmetology, but I can take culinary. So
what are they learning?
Exciting. So in Culinary 1, they're learning all of the basics. Okay. You got to start with the basics. So they're learning safety and sanitation. And then we're just learning the basics of, hey, how to hold a knife properly and how to make different cuts, because you need to know how to make different cuts when you're, you know, cutting the different foods and cutting things. So they learn the basics with baking. So we'll do like little cookie labs, making chocolate chip cookies or muffins. Things like that. So they learn the basic with, not only will we use cutting to make French fries, but now they can use the basic of learning how to fry. So those are some of the different things we do in Culinary 1. So it's a lot of class because you got to learn first, but we always have after the class a lab to go along with that. So they've learned it and now they can put hands on and actually do it.
Now what about Culinary 2? How do you progress in this class?
So Culinary 2, when we get to that, we're in the kitchen a lot more, but they are learning like the management side of food service. Okay. How you order the food, how you inventory the food, how you stock the food in the refrigerators or the freezers. And then just learning different things, how you're pricing out your food, or if you've got, you know, a menu that you're serving somebody, you know, how we're going to get the measurements of everything that we need. So they're getting a little deeper into the management side, but then they also still will come in the kitchen and put some of these things to action.
This can open up a whole new world for students.
Yes, absolutely.
Are they sharing with you already what they hope to do or how they hope to use these skills later in life?
Yes, they are. So, you know, I've had my students that were in Culinary 1 that are in Culinary 2 now, and they're like, Miss Rutland, when are we going? What kind of competitions are we doing? When are we going to go, you know, cook against some of these other people? Like, we want to get in these competitions. So they're like very excited. They love to be in the kitchen. And I always have to tell them, hey, we got to learn a little bit here in the class, but I make sure that we get in here and do the things. But they are just like so excited to just be cooking. And it amazes me because, you know, you think that, I mean, back in the day, I mean, we were like, hey, we have to know how to do this. And you think the kids these days, they're, you know, like, well, hey, you know, do I need to know how to cook? But these kids want to know how to cook. Yeah, so I was very excited about that.
I bet you were talking about competitions. What competitions can they take part in?
So we've got one of the organizations that we work with, which is Skills USA. And they have a state competition every year that they do, and it's held in Chattanooga. So they can do anything from cooking, baking, even serving. So if you want to learn how to serve and service people, they have competitions, you know, that go along with that. So any student that is interested in that, we get them signed up for the skills. They do different meetings and stuff here on campus here at Riverdale. And then we start, depending on, you know, what they want to go in, what type of competitions, we start practicing those things. And the competitions are in April. So they've got time to, you know, get ready for it and be ready to try to be a state champion.
I have to ask, do you do anything with place settings, like with your
your
silverware?
Yes, I actually had a student last year that competed in the restaurant service, and she had to learn how to set the table. So we do that, and that's some of the things that we learn in Culinary 1 as well.
I love it. Okay, will there be a Culinary 3 in the future?
Yes, absolutely. We have to have a Culinary 3.
You do.
So our program is already, people are on waiting lists, they're wanting to get in, but all of our students that are in Culinary 2 and that want to continue this pathway, which are a lot of students, we have to get that next level to Culinary 3. So,
well, I wish you and your students all the best here in your culinary classes. This is amazing. Do you ever showcase your food and let the students come in or the faculty come in and try some of the dishes?
Well, we haven't got to that yet, but we've had a couple of different organizations here that are like, hey, can you do this for us? Can you make cupcakes for us, you know, for our ceremony that we're having? But we are going to here soon, I'm hoping next semester, start preparing food for the faculty to be able to come into our dining room there in the front so that they can, you know, start enjoying some of the things that our kids are preparing.
I love that. I know you're so proud. I can see it on your face.
Julie Rutland.
So excited. Over the culinary classes here at Riverdale High School. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for coming.
You're very welcome. Stick with us. We have more of What's Cool in School here at Riverdale High School in just a minute.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of your holiday vacation. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
Welcome back to What's Cool in School. Check this out. I don't know about you, but we were not doing this in my art class when I was in high school. This is what some of the Riverdale High School students are doing here in their classroom. We have April Grooms, one of the art teachers here. First off, thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
What do we have here?
This is large candy, And everybody got to pick their own favorite candy, and then we just made it big, and they had a good time with it.
How long did it take them to do this?
Couple weeks. They're detail people, so.
I was about to say, that's what I'm noticing when you look around the room at all of the projects here, all very detailed. Would this be Art 1 or is this
Art
kind
3.
of Art 3?
Art 3,
I could have guessed the more advanced. How do they start in Art 1? What do they start there with here at Riverdale?
Art 1 is the basics, and so all the art teachers just do the ABCs of art. That's the elements of art. And then they've got to have some vocabulary. They've got to be able to hold an intelligent conversation about art, learn just the basics. Art 2, we step it up a little. We throw in more art movements, artists, art styles, art history. Art 3, we start to take the training wheels off and kind of let them do their thing, find themselves and go with their style. We also have Art 4. It gets a lot more intense. It gets ready to prep them for AP. We finally do have AP Studio Art here. They can pick a couple of paths with that. They can earn college credit while they're here. And then our whole ceramics program too. They'll do ceramics 1, 2, 3, and 4. If that's their thing, they like to build with their hands, then we've got a great ceramics program too.
Is there a way for them to do both, I guess, your more advanced art, AP, and ceramics all together, or do they have to kind of
You can. We structured it to where a kid may have me for Art 1 or Miss Perkins for Art 1, and then they may go to Miss Fehrenbacher and think, I want to get a little messy, I want to get my hands on something, I want to build. We kind of spot those kids too that want to be hands-on.
Right.
And so they'll go to ceramics and do some beautiful things. If they find out ceramics is a little too dusty for me, then they could switch back.
Okay. How do they showcase their work? Because you do obviously beautiful things here in the classroom.
Well, we do have a Night with Fine Arts coming up. That's a show that will showcase lots of talent at Riverdale. It'll be band, choir, dance, theater, visual art, just a whole night of the fine arts. But other than that, we try to get work into libraries that are local, and put their artwork out there different ways. Sometimes social media where they can just showcase something and kind of stay anonymous. But
do they do any competitions either among their peers here or outside of the school with
They
others?
do competitions. We'll showcase at the Frisk this year also. In Nashville, Frisk Art Museum in Nashville. And so we'll choose the pieces that go there, and that's Rutherford County wide. It is selective though, because only a few pieces from here will go. And then Miss Fehrenbacher does Scholastic Art Awards, and they hold that at Cheekwood, and it's also, it's intense. It's a nice competition. It's good and rigorous for them. So.
Oh, I bet it is. I know some students, they do this for fun, but others are very serious about the art that they do. How many of your students see a future in art?
I try not to structure my classes where I assume that I'm sending kids to art school, but of course I do ask once I get to know them, like if you are pursuing a career in the arts, I'd like to know so I can help you find the path that you need. For the most part, I just try to structure it where you get to dabble in this. If you want to be a scientist later, then you've always got some kind of creative path to do too.
This is wonderful. April, thank you so much
Thank
for your time.
you.
Thank you for sharing this. Such artistic talent here at Riverdale High School. Be sure to check out one of their showcases. How do we follow along or maybe come in to see when you're having one of those nights?
Check on our Riverdale webpage, and we'll have more information about the Night with Fine Arts. It's going to be the second semester.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that.
Thank you for that. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of your holiday vacation. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
Hi, I'm I'm Missy Acosta.
And I'm Stefanie Miller.
We're here with Community Checkup, and we would love for you to join us each month as we dive a little deeper into different organizations and events, happenings around Middle Tennessee.
You can find our Community Checkup episodes through our Main Street Media publications. Just go to the top of the page and click on How to Stream. You'll find Main Street Media TV on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. We'll also make it easy for you. Just download our mobile app, Main Street Media TV Mobile. You'll have all of our episodes right there at your fingertips.
Welcome back. Engineering here at Riverdale is setting students up not only to be college ready, but career ready. We have Amanda Jones, a teacher over engineering. First off, thank you for allowing us into your classroom.
Thank you for being here.
And then we have Ryan Zimmerman. We have Eli Young and Zoe Clark. Thank you guys for being here as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are students learning at this age, and how is it actually setting them up for success?
Well, so this level is actually our most advanced level. This is our level 3 class. And so these students have learned at this point how to use the engineering design process, how to work through an engineering program. And so now we are building some robots. We're learning how to code. We're applying our 3D CAD skills to build CAD attachments to go onto these robots, and then being able to work that out and solve problems within the classroom.
And Ryan's going to share one of the projects that you have put together here in the classroom.
So one of our projects we worked on here is our robots. We build them here. We get them sent from a website and a program. We build them, code them, make them move. We take them trick-or-treating around the classrooms just so we can get practice in coding. They go door to door knocking, so we can get that understanding of coding and how it works.
And we do both codings. We do autonomous mode, so they'll instruct the robot to do certain commands, and then they also have the opportunity to come out of autonomous mode and actually use the arrow controllers on their keyboard to drive it around.
Do you mind showing us how this one works?
So we've just built a little simple program for this demo.
Okay.
But this is an autonomous mode opportunity. So this is showing that it would go straight and then it would turn. And so what he means by the trick-or-treating is we give the kids classrooms that they have to tell the robot to go to, and then they give it instructions to get there.
That is just the coolest thing since sliced bread for me right now. Okay, go ahead.
And the little arm on the back, they would 3D design a basket to go on it. And so when they arrive at the teacher's door, the basket lifts its arm up and the teacher can put a little piece of candy in there for them.
I love it. And I love that you have this decorated for Halloween, of course, since it's right around the corner. Now, what do we have here? What is this project?
So in this project, the students were competing in the Beta Club convention. This was their second year. And so this time they were supposed to be able to move an object to a new place. And so they chose to add these very buff arms here and move these weights around. And so when they had to move them from one place to another with a command. And then they also had to have an autonomous mode setting on that as well. And they actually won first place.
Congratulations to that, to those students who did that. Are you ever just kind of surprised with what students can do this day and age? Because again, you were teaching 14 years ago.
Well, and I mean, I went to school to be a chemist, so this is all new to me all the time. I'm learning all the time. But I mean, even today with our new students starting out just building their new robot, just seeing what they can already do in one day is just amazing.
What do you hear from your students that move on to the college level and then the career path?
They are just really appreciative of how ready they were. They were super ready to move forward, and they just had a lot of confidence in the college classroom, which I think is super important to be successful.
Oh, 100%. You want to have that confidence. And that confidence starts, their freshman year here?
Absolutely. Yeah, being able to work through problems on their own and not have to rely on their teacher so much. We talk about building capacity versus dependency. Can you do things on your own? And I think they get to where they really can.
Do you all feel that way?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
For those who may have an interest in engineering, what is your suggestion? How should they start? Like, what should they start looking at and considering at maybe even a middle school age?
Well, you'd be surprised what your kids can do, first of all. Any kind of little robot kit that you can get online, get that and get that home for those kiddos. My daughter has been playing with one of these at home since she was about 4. So she really enjoys getting to work with it. And they just develop at a different way than the rest of us did. Like their exposure to computers and just that life has made them just completely different. And there's some coding programs online. A Lightbot is really a nice one for even just the little kids, 5 years old even. And they can do their own coding. And that helps them see, another language that they can really master before they get into school.
That is great. Any other competitions you're working on right now or preparing for?
So we just got our Skills USA kids together for engineering, and so we're preparing for some of those competitions. So fingers crossed, we'll have a good year.
Good luck. We wish you the very best. Amanda Jones over engineering here at Riverdale High School. Guys, thank you so much for staying in here, and good luck in your futures as well.
Yes,
You're
ma'am. Thank
welcome.
you.
Stick with us. We have a little more coming up. We'll be right back.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of your holiday vacation. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
My name is Barry Messer, Athletic Director at Riverdale High School. I have been here since 1999 in some capacity, been the Athletic Director since 2008, baseball coach, assistant coach for 7 years, took over the head position in 2008 as well, so kind of both positions came on at the same time. So, you know, at Riverdale, I think we're a very unique school when it comes to just the school in general and athletics in general. I think when you mention Riverdale, I think athletics comes to mind. I think facilities come to mind. I think tradition, culture, and stuff like that. We've been built, you know, we were built in 1972. So us and Oakland are two of the oldest schools in the county. They are the oldest schools in the county. So, but athletically here, I mean, I think a thing that kind of sets us apart, I think we have a lot of stability here where I think we kind of hang our hat on that. I mean, you know, myself, I've been here since '99 in some capacity. Our football coach has been here since like 2012 in some capacity. Our softball coach has been the head coach since 2012. Our soccer coach has been here since 1998. Our track and field coach, Ricky Fields, been here since long before I even came, probably like early 1990s, 1991, 92, somewhere around that time. Our cheer coach has been here 27 years. So, you know, we have a principal that's an alumni who, you know, went to school here and was actually a librarian in the school, and now she's the principal. So, you know, a lot of my staff, two of them played here, and a lot of the football staff are Riverdale alumni. So I think we have a lot of uniqueness when it comes to just the stability part of it. We don't have a lot of turnover, so it makes us a really tight-knit group, and I think that's what keeps people here. It keeps the door from being open and closed all the time. I think people, when they get here, they like it, they stay. So, but, you know, athletically as a whole, I feel like it's hard to match what we've got here. I feel like, you know, we've got 4 state championships in football. We've got, I think, 7 or 8 state championships in girls basketball, 1 national championship. We've got 1 state championship in softball. We've got multiple state champions in track. Baseball's been to the state tournament 9 times. We've won the district 15 out of the last 25 years, been to 10 sub-states. So, you know, cheer's been national champions 2 or 3 times over the course of their years. So, you know, there's a lot to speak about athletically, and probably not going to be able to cover it all in just this one segment. But you know, I do think that it all starts at the top. I think, you know, I think the central office is a big part of our Rutherford County Central Office. You know, I think we've had some athletic-minded people in position up there. The board is athletic-minded. They see the need of athletes being part of the educational growth and educational process of students. They understand that's part of their growth, and they need that, and they need opportunity. So they've been very supportive as far as letting principals hire coaches and coaches hire coaches and coaches, coaching their own team. So I think there's a lot to be said about, not only just coaches and athletic directors, but there's a lot of freedom that's being given, a lot of autonomy that people give out to allow, great things like this to happen. The turf you see behind me is, we were the first baseball school to do it in 2019-20, and our softball team did it at the same time. They have turf. The football field just turfed their field a year ago. So I think, again, we talk about uniqueness. I don't know that there's another school in the state that all 3 fields are turf. I think we're unique in that aspect as well. So a lot of good things that go on here at Riverdale. I know you saw a lot of different departments already in the school, and I think this is just one of them that makes Riverdale, one of the greatest places to be.
Our sports segment was brought to you by Sloan's Motorcycle and ATV. Now a word from the principal.
Riverdale High School is definitely a place that's rooted in tradition. We are a place that is full of school spirit. That is what we're known for here at Riverdale High School. Our school has been here for 50 plus years, and so we have a lot of people from Murfreesboro, Tennessee that actually went to high school here. We love to hire people that graduated from Riverdale because we know they know what it means to be a warrior, and they are wonderful about coming back here and teaching our students what that means. It's a great place to be. So I actually graduated from Riverdale High School in 1987, and then I later came back and worked here as a librarian from 2011 to 2014. And then I left and became an elementary principal, and then I came back to Riverdale High School, which I have thoroughly enjoyed. Being a warrior means never giving up and persevering, and that is definitely something that we push each and every day here at Riverdale, is to be your very best. So we talk about that every day in the classroom, about that productive struggle, and that being a warrior means not giving up.
It was a wonderful visit here at Riverdale High School. Thank you so much for having us back. Be sure to join us next week for another episode of What's Cool in School in Rutherford County.